It was a quiet night like any other. A 72-year-old grandfather, full of warmth and wisdom, had just finished his dinner and treated himself to a small bowl of ice cream, a habit he'd followed for years. He smiled, kissed his grandchildren, good night, and went to bed, never to wake up again. The next morning was filled with heartbreak and confusion. He wasn't seriously ill. He had no known heart problems, just a little fatigue here and there, the kind many seniors brush off as normal aging. But this tragic story isn't as rare as you may think. Dear friends, if you are over 60, or you deeply care for someone who is, I invite you to pause and reflect. The small things we do before bedtime, especially what we eat or drink, can silently decide how safely we sleep, or whether we wake up at all. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to open your eyes to something powerful, the connection between nighttime habits and life-threatening events that happen silently during sleep. Because your sleep is sacred. It's not just rest. It's your body's time to heal, to restore, to repair. But when we unknowingly consume certain foods before bed, even seemingly harmless ones, we interfere with that healing process. In fact, for seniors, some common bedtime snacks can trigger serious consequences. Low blood sugar crashes, spikes in blood pressure, breathing disturbances, or even heart arrhythmias. What makes this more concerning is that these effects often go unnoticed until it's too late. So today, in this eye-opening video, we will reveal the 7 foods seniors over 70 should never eat before bed, how each of these foods can silently disturb your sleep, your heart, your breathing, or your blood sugar. And finally, we'll talk about the 5 hidden causes of sudden death during sleep in seniors, and how they connect directly to your nightly habits. Everything in this video is backed by science, explained in simple language, and most importantly, it's full of practical, senior-friendly alternatives you can use right away. If you've been waking up feeling drained, or if you find yourself restless, breathless, or dizzy during the night. Your bedtime habits might be part of the reason, but don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll be empowered to make better choices, because you deserve peace, not pressure, healing, not harm. So get cozy. This isn't just a health video. It's a mission to help you live longer, sleep deeper, and wake up every morning feeling safe, strong, and alive. Our sleep is sacred. Let's protect it with wisdom, awareness, and care. In this video, you'll discover the 7 foods seniors over 70 should never eat before bed, and how each one can quietly disturb your healing, or even increase the risk of sudden death during sleep. And here's a little heads up. The final food on this list might surprise you. It's marketed as healthy, but it could be messing with your sleep and your heart. And cause number 3. It's terrifying, because it can take a life in the middle of the night without a single warning sign. Let's begin. Now, let's talk about one of the most comforting, yet most dangerous bedtime habits for seniors. Having sugary desserts before sleep. It's a cozy scene. The day winds down, and you reward yourself with something sweet. Maybe a slice of cake, a scoop of vanilla ice cream, or even a little pastry with your evening tea. After all, haven't you earned a little treat after a long day? Yes, you absolutely deserve comfort. But here's the truth that many seniors are never told, that late-night dessert could quietly be setting the stage for a dangerous blood sugar crash. In the middle of the night, let's break this down. When you eat sugar, especially refined sugar like the kind found in cakes, cookies, pastries, or ice cream, it causes an immediate spike in your blood sugar levels. In response, your body releases insulin to help bring that sugar down. But for many seniors, especially those over 70, the body doesn't regulate insulin as smoothly anymore. Instead of gently lowering your sugar, insulin can overcorrect, causing a sudden drop in blood sugar, a condition called nocturnal hypoglycemia. This is especially dangerous if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, but even non-diabetics can experience it with age-related insulin resistance. Here's what makes it deadly during sleep. Your blood sugar crashes while you're unconscious. You, may sweat, shake, or your heart may start to race. Your brain is deprived of energy, and you might never wake up to feel the warning signs. Some seniors report waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. feeling anxious, dizzy, or with their heart pounding. Others feel exhausted in the morning and don't know why. These could be signs that your blood sugar dipped too low during the night. And it doesn't stop there. Sugar doesn't just mess with your blood sugar. It also interferes with melatonin, the hormone your brain produces to help you fall asleep. High sugar intake can reduce melatonin levels and increase cortisol, your stress hormone, making your sleep lighter, more restless, and far less healing. A 2016 study in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that diets high in sugar were linked to lighter, more disrupted sleep, especially in older adults. That means you're tossing and turning instead of resting and restoring your heart, brain, and immune system. And let's not forget the inflammation sugar causes throughout your body. Inflammation is a key driver of heart disease, arthritis, and cognitive decline, all of which worsen with poor sleep. So while that evening pastry may feel like a small indulgence, it can have real, dangerous consequences, especially over time. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up sweet comfort. You just have to be smarter about it. Here are healthier alternatives for your evening cravings. Half a banana, rich in magnesium and potassium, which relax muscles and support heart health. Plain Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of cinnamon. Low in sugar, high in protein, and cinnamon helps balance blood sugar naturally. A few slices of apple with almond butter offers a satisfying crunch and steady energy without the sugar crash. Warm milk with turmeric or nutmeg calms the nervous system and helps the body wind down gently. You see, the goal isn't to deprive yourself. The goal is to replace harmful habits with healing ones. Your body is aging, yes, but it's also wise and capable of change. You just need the right tools and a little compassion for yourself. So next time you reach for that bowl of ice cream or leftover birthday cake before bed, ask yourself, is this feeding my peace or disturbing my healing? Your sleep is sacred. Your heart deserves calm. Your brain needs balance. By avoiding sugary desserts at night, you're not just avoiding a blood sugar crash. You're giving your body a chance to truly rest, recover, and keep you safe through the night. And that, dear friend, is one of the most powerful acts of self-care you can offer yourself. Let's move to another silent troublemaker that many seniors never suspect. Red meat, especially fatty cuts. Getting close to bedtime. Now listen, this isn't about making you feel guilty for enjoying a good steak. Many of us grew up with meat as the centerpiece of every meal. It brings flavor, comfort, even memories of family dinners and celebrations. But when it comes to sleep and your heart, red meat at night can be more harmful than helpful. Here's why. Red meat is heavy and difficult to digest, especially the fatty kind, like steaks, ribs, lamb, or even a juicy burger. Your digestive system works slower as you age, and trying to break down a heavy meal late in the evening can create a cascade of problems during the night. When you sleep, your body is supposed to shift into a rest and repair mode. But if you're still digesting a slab of meat hours after dinner, your body stays in active mode, keeping your digestive system working over time. This can cause indigestion or bloating, acid reflux, or heartburn, especially when lying down. Increased nighttime heart rate due to metabolic stimulation, restless sleep, and waking up feeling sluggish instead of refreshed. Worse still, acid reflux caused by heavy meals like red meat isn't just uncomfortable. In seniors, it can trigger breathing issues, mimic heart problems, or even increase the risk of aspiration while asleep. That means stomach acid or partially digested food can rise up and enter the lungs, a serious danger that can lead to pneumonia or sudden waking with choking. But there's another side of red meat that hits even harder for seniors, and that's the saturated fat. Studies have shown that diets high in saturated fats, especially from red meat, are directly linked to increased risk of heart disease, high cholesterol, and nighttime blood pressure spikes. These spikes are dangerous. While sleeping, when the heart is supposed to be resting, they can even trigger silent heart stress or arrhythmias, both of which are risk factors for sudden cardiac events during sleep. A Harvard study published in Circulation found that reducing red meat intake, particularly at dinner, improved heart rhythm and reduced inflammation markers. Your body simply doesn't need that much fat and protein late in the evening, and digesting it becomes a burden, not a benefit. So what's the solution? You don't have to give up meat entirely. Just choose wisely and time it better. Eat your main meat-based meal earlier in the day. Lunch is ideal when your digestive fire is stronger. Opt for leaner cuts like grilled chicken breast or turkey instead of steak or ribs. Try plant-based proteins at night like lentils, tofu, or beans. They're gentler on digestion and better for your heart. Enjoy a light, warm dinner with steamed vegetables, clear broth soups, or whole grains like quinoa. They promote peaceful sleep and steady energy. And remember, your body deserves peace at night, not the pressure of working overtime to digest something heavy and hard. So next time you're tempted to throw a steak on the grill for dinner, pause and ask, is this meal helping me rest or forcing my body to struggle while I sleep? Your sleep is not just downtime, it's healing time. Give your body the kindness of an easy night. You've worked hard your whole life. You deserve meals that support your heart, your digestion, and your sacred rest, not meals that stress them when you're most vulnerable. Let's talk about one of the sneakiest nighttime habits that many seniors have without thinking twice. Salty snacks before bed. You know the ones: a small bowl of potato chips, a few slices of processed cheese, maybe some salty pickles, crackers, or even a handful of salted nuts. They seem harmless, just something to nibble on while watching TV or reading a book. But here's the truth: too much salt late at night can quietly harm your sleep and your heart. As we age, our kidneys become less efficient at balancing sodium and fluid levels. That means even a small salty snack in the evening can trigger big changes inside your body. Changes that don't show up immediately, but silently affect your blood pressure, heart function, and quality of rest. Here's what happens. When you eat salty foods at night, your body retains more water to try and balance the excess sodium. This causes fluid retention, which can increase your blood volume and pressure. For seniors already managing hypertension or heart disease, this is especially dangerous. During sleep, your blood pressure is supposed to dip, a natural rhythm that helps the heart rest and recover. But if your system is overloaded with sodium, this nighttime dip doesn't happen, or worse, blood pressure may spike instead. Several studies, including one published in the Journal of Hypertension, have linked nocturnal blood pressure spikes to a higher risk of stroke and heart attacks, especially in older adults. And that's not all. The fluid retention caused by salty snacks also leads to increased nighttime urination, which disrupts sleep and can increase fall risk when waking in the dark, swelling in the feet or hands, shortness of breath, or mild chest discomfort, especially in people with underlying heart issues. Now here's the part most seniors don't realize. Even processed cheeses, pickles, and so-called healthy crackers often contain massive hidden sodium. One slice of processed cheese can have over 400 mg of sodium. A few pickles, over 800 mg. That's almost half the daily limit, just from a snack. Your body may not show immediate symptoms, but over time, this pressure builds. And during the calm of the night, your heart may be working harder than it should. Silently strained, silently stressed. That's why a seemingly simple bowl of chips before bed can become part of a dangerous pattern, contributing to long-term heart damage, disrupted sleep, and even increased risk of sudden stroke during sleep. But don't worry, you don't have to give up all snacks. The solution is in smarter choices. Here are a few sleep-friendly alternatives to salty snacks: a small bowl of unsalted almonds or walnuts, rich in magnesium and heart-healthy fats, a spoon of nut butter on a rice cake, low in sodium, satisfying and easy to digest, a cup of warm, unsweetened oatmeal, calming, gently filling, and supports steady blood sugar, a few slices of cucumber with a dash of olive oil and herbs, crunchy, refreshing, and zero sodium overload, and above all, Try to retrain your evening habits. If you feel the urge to snack, ask yourself, am I actually hungry or just bored or tired? Is this snack helping my heart or hurting it silently? Your body speaks in quiet signs. Sometimes high blood pressure doesn't shout. It whispers, especially at night. And remember, dear friend, peaceful sleep begins with peaceful choices. Give your body the love and care it deserves by choosing snacks that nourish, not pressure. Support, not strain. Your sleep is sacred. Protect it with wisdom, one bite at a time. Now let's shine a light on a very common bedtime mistake, one that many seniors don't even realize they're making: caffeine late in the day. And not just from coffee. Caffeine is hiding in more places than most people think. Dark chocolate, green tea, black tea, soda, decaf coffee, and even some over-the-counter medications. For a younger body, caffeine might wear off in a few hours. But for someone over 60, especially over 70, your body processes caffeine much slower. In fact, studies show that caffeine can remain active in your bloodstream for up to 8–10 hours after consumption. That means even a cup of tea at 4 p.m. or a small piece of chocolate at 7 p.m. might still be disrupting your brain and heart deep into the night. Why is that so dangerous? Caffeine blocks adenosine, the chemical that tells your brain it's time to sleep. It also raises cortisol, your body's stress hormone. This double effect leads to trouble falling asleep, poor sleep quality, and more nighttime awakenings. But here's what makes it even riskier for seniors. Caffeine raises blood pressure and heart rate, which increases the risk of heart rhythm problems like atrial fibrillation, AFib, a dangerous, irregular heartbeat that can lead to stroke or sudden cardiac events, especially at night. It causes nervous system stimulation, which can make you feel jittery, anxious, or unsettled, especially before bed. It interferes with REM sleep, the deep stage where your brain and body heal. Without this stage, your immunity, memory, and heart recovery are all affected. For people with acid reflux, caffeine can relax the lower esophageal valve, worsening nighttime reflux and leading to shortness of breath or choking episodes during sleep. Let's put it into perspective. Imagine this: a senior drinks a cup of black tea around dinner, then enjoys a small square of dark chocolate for dessert. Harmless, right? But by 2 a.m. their heart is racing, they feel uneasy, and they can't breathe well lying down. They toss and turn, not knowing that their evening treats are quietly disturbing the very rest they so deeply need. Sleep should be sacred, not stressful. So what's the solution? Start by avoiding all caffeine sources after 2 p.m. That includes coffee. Even decaf can have trace amounts, up to 15 milligrams. Black and green tea chocolate, especially dark chocolate and hot cocoa. Energy drinks or soda. Certain pain relievers and cold medications that include caffeine. Always check the label. Instead, embrace natural, calming alternatives that soothe the body and heart. Chamomile tea, known for its gentle sedative effects. Lemon balm tea supports anxiety relief and sleep onset. Golden milk, warm milk with turmeric and cinnamon. A healing anti-inflammatory drink. Warm almond milk with a pinch of nutmeg. A relaxing old-fashioned favorite. Herbal blends like passion flower or valerian root. Consult your doctor if you're on medications. And if you're craving something sweet, try a small piece of banana or a spoon of honey in herbal tea. Both naturally help increase melatonin, the sleep hormone. Always remember this: your sleep is your healing time. Your heart needs that rest. Every beat, every breath is part of your body's divine rhythm, and caffeine, even in small amounts, can throw that rhythm off track. So tonight, when you reach for that evening snack or sip, ask yourself, will this help me sleep or hurt me silently? Your body has carried you through many years. Now it's your turn to care for it with intention, love, and wisdom. Choose calm. Choose peace. Choose rest. Now let's talk about something many people believe is harmless, or even helpful. Before bed, a small glass of wine, or maybe a little brandy to help relax. For years, seniors have been told that a small amount of alcohol in the evening helps with sleep. It's a common bedtime ritual. But what if we told you that very habit could be silently hurting your heart, your brain, and your ability to heal during the night? Let's uncover the truth. Yes, alcohol can make you drowsy. It acts as a sedative in the early stages, and many people fall asleep faster after drinking. But the real danger comes later in the night. As your body starts processing and eliminating alcohol, several things happen. Your REM sleep is disrupted, the deep healing stage of sleep your brain and body need. Your heart rate increases. Even as your body tries to rest, your body becomes dehydrated, putting strain on your kidneys and cardiovascular system. Your breathing patterns may become unstable, increasing the risk of sleep apnea episodes or oxygen drops, especially in seniors with undiagnosed issues. And worst of all, alcohol can interact dangerously with medications, increasing the risk of nighttime dizziness, confusion, and falls. In fact, studies show that even light alcohol consumption in older adults increases the risk of nighttime heart arrhythmias, especially atrial fibrillation, a leading cause of strokes and sudden cardiac death in sleep. Let's pause here. Imagine a 74-year-old man who enjoys a small glass of wine after dinner. He's active, watches his diet, and takes medication for high blood pressure. One night he wakes at 3 a.m. feeling dizzy and lightheaded. His heart is fluttering. It passes. He thinks it's just a dream. But what really happened? That small glass of wine combined with his medication increased his heart stress during the night and possibly triggered a brief cardiac arrhythmia. Many such incidents go unnoticed until they don't. Remember this: your body doesn't process alcohol the same way it used to. As we age, our liver function slows down, our brain becomes more sensitive, and our margin for error becomes smaller. Even just a little wine can have outsized effects, especially when combined with blood thinners, diabetes medications, sleeping pills, or antidepressants. So what's the better bedtime choice? Let's trade that wine glass for something truly nourishing and peaceful. Golden milk, a warm, calming drink made with milk, turmeric, cinnamon, and a touch of honey. It soothes inflammation, supports digestion, and promotes deep rest. Lavender tea, gentle on the senses, helping the nervous system relax without harming the heart. Warm lemon water, refreshing, hydrating, and kind to your liver. Chamomile or ashwagandha tea. Both are natural stress relievers and support healthy sleep rhythms. And if the habit is more emotional, a symbol of winding down, create a new bedtime ritual. Light a candle, read a few verses of scripture or a calming book. Write in a gratitude journal. Listen to soft instrumental music or nature sounds. Your mind, your heart, your spirit. They all deserve peace. Your sleep is sacred. It's not a place for false comforts. It's a time for real healing. So tonight, instead of reaching for the wine bottle, reach inward and ask, what does my body really need to feel safe, calm, and whole? Let the answer be love. Let it be rest. Let it be wisdom. Now let's talk about a type of food that many people love, but which can quietly cause havoc during the night. Spicy and acidic foods. Tomato sauces, garlic-heavy meals, vinegar-rich pickles, red chilies, or even a spicy curry for dinner. These might taste delicious, but for seniors, especially those over 70, eating these foods late in the evening can be dangerous to your sleep, your heart, and even your breathing. Here's why. Spicy or acidic foods trigger acid reflux, a condition where stomach acid flows backward into the esophagus, especially when lying down. In younger adults, this might cause a bit of heartburn, but in older adults, the risks are far greater. Let's walk through the chain reaction. First, the acid rises while you're lying in bed. This irritates your throat, sinuses, and airways. You may start coughing or feel tightness in the chest. The acid may even reach the lungs, causing aspiration, which can trigger breathing issues, infections, or even silent choking episodes. Now combine this with weakened esophageal muscles, common in seniors, and you get a scenario where someone wakes up gasping, or worse, doesn't wake up at all. There's also another hidden danger. Acid reflux during sleep puts added stress on the heart. When your body is supposed to be in deep rest, it's now fighting to control inflammation, regulate breathing, and manage chest discomfort. This increases the risk of nocturnal angina, chest pain due to reduced oxygen supply, atrial fibrillation, irregular heartbeats, even silent heart attacks, especially in those with pre-existing cardiovascular conditions. Let's imagine a 75-year-old woman who enjoys her traditional spicy dinner every evening. She sleeps flat. Without realizing, her stomach acid keeps creeping up during the night. Over the years, she starts feeling more tired, waking up with sore throats and sometimes gasping in her sleep. She chalks it up to aging, but her body is giving her signs, silent, subtle signs of nocturnal distress. It's not the food itself. That's bad. It's the timing and intensity. These fiery flavors don't belong at bedtime, so what can we do? First, avoid spicy or acidic meals at least 3 to 4 hours before sleeping. Give your body time to digest. Instead, choose bedtime meals that are gentle, nourishing, easy to digest, calming to the gut and soul. Here are a few beautiful alternatives. Steamed vegetables with a touch of olive oil, broth-based soups with herbs like basil or dill, soft rice porridge with turmeric and cumin, anti-inflammatory and soothing, plain boiled lentils with ginger and a little ghee, heart-friendly and grounding. And here's a powerful habit. Raise the head of your bed slightly, even 4 to 6 inches. This simple tilt helps prevent stomach acid from rising during sleep. Also, keep a glass of water nearby, not for drinking all night, but as a reminder to stay hydrated throughout the day. Hydration supports digestion and reduces acid levels. Spiritually speaking, ask yourself, is what I'm eating before bed bringing my body peace or igniting fire within it? Food should be a prayer, not a punishment. When we treat our bodies gently in the evening, we prepare ourselves for divine rest where healing begins. So tonight, skip the heavy, spicy meal. Choose calm. Let your heart, lungs, and spirit breathe in peace, because remember, your sleep is sacred. And what you eat before bed either protects it or poisons it. Now let's shine a light on a category of foods that's often marketed as healthy, but can quietly disturb your sleep and your heart's peace. We're talking about energy bars, protein bars, and processed diet snacks. You've seen them. Colorful wrappers promising low-carb, sugar-free, keto, or energy boosting. Many seniors turn to these as a quick fix at night, maybe to avoid cooking, maybe thinking it's a lighter choice before bed. But the truth? These snacks are often loaded with hidden dangers. Let's break it down. Many so-called health bars are packed with hidden sugars like maltodextrin or corn syrup, artificial sweeteners that confuse your metabolism, and spike insulin processed fibers that irritate your gut at night. Synthetic additives and preservatives that disrupt sleep hormones like melatonin. The result? Your digestive system is thrown into chaos just when it should be resting. This leads to bloating, gas, disrupted gut bacteria, and worst of all, the poor quality sleep. And we now know that gut health is directly linked to heart health. A disturbed gut at night can lead to inflammation, blood sugar spikes or crashes, and even affect your heartbeat regulation. For a senior over 70, this is no small matter. Even one poor night of sleep, triggered by the wrong bedtime snack, can increase risk of nocturnal hypoglycemia, disrupt your heart rhythm, weaken your immune function, leave you foggy, tired, and more prone to falls the next day. And here's something even more dangerous. Many of these diet snacks are consumed with medications. The artificial ingredients may interact poorly with heart medicines, blood thinners, or diabetes meds, creating unexpected side effects, sometimes during the night, while your body is most vulnerable. So what can we do? First, read the label. If there are more than 5 to 7 ingredients, especially ones you can't pronounce, it's probably not senior friendly. Second, switch to real food. Nature has already given us powerful snacks that calm the body and nourish deep rest. Here are a few simple bedtime alternatives. A small bowl of soaked almonds, rich in magnesium for heart rhythm. A spoon of chia pudding with cinnamon, supports blood sugar and digestion. A warm glass of oat milk or almond milk with turmeric, calming and anti-inflammatory. A piece of ripe banana provides potassium and tryptophan for sleep. These are not just foods, they're sleep companions. Remember, you don't need energy before bed, you need restoration. These flashy bars might give energy to the body, but they rob your soul of rest. Spiritually speaking, bedtime is when we surrender. It's the body's sacred window for healing, growth, and divine repair. Let's not disrupt it with chemicals dressed as food. So next time you reach for that diet bar before bed, pause. Ask yourself, is this nourishing my body or tricking it? Because the truth is, your sleep is a form of prayer. Let what you eat reflect the peace you deserve. Now that we've explored the 7 foods that can silently sabotage your sleep and heart, let's gently transition into the deeper issue behind these choices. Why do some seniors, even those who seem healthy, go to bed and never wake up? It's heartbreaking. And often the cause isn't just old age. It's one of 5 preventable conditions that quietly build over time. Let's walk through each of these with care, knowledge, and most importantly, hope. Because when you understand what's happening inside your body, you gain the power to protect your life. Cause number 1. Undiagnosed sleep apnea. Imagine trying to breathe through a narrow straw all night long. That's what sleep apnea feels like. Your airway gets blocked while you sleep. Your brain keeps waking you up, gasping for air, sometimes hundreds of times per night, without you even knowing. Sleep apnea reduces oxygen levels, puts strain on the heart, and is directly linked to sudden cardiac death during sleep. Many seniors don't realize they have it. If you snore loudly, wake up tired, or have morning headaches, don't ignore it. What to do? Talk to your doctor about a home sleep test, and if diagnosed, CPAP therapy can be life-saving. Even elevating your head with a special pillow can help. Your breathing is sacred. Protect it. Cause number 2. Nocturnal low blood sugar, hypoglycemia. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetes, this is crucial. Eating sugary or high-carb foods before bed can cause your blood sugar to spike, but then crash during sleep. This crash, called nocturnal hypoglycemia, can cause sweating, heart palpitations, nightmares, and in rare cases, even coma or sudden death. It's one of the hidden dangers we covered when discussing sugary desserts and energy bars. What to do? Avoid heavy sugar before bed. Have a balanced evening meal with protein and fiber. Ask your doctor if your diabetes meds need adjusting at night. Your body deserves peace, not panic, in the midnight hours. Cause number 3. Silent heart attacks. Yes, silent heart attacks are real and terrifying. They happen without the classic chest pain, especially in seniors and women. You may just feel tired or slightly breathless and go to bed thinking it's nothing. But during sleep, your heart may be under attack without your knowledge. Foods high in saturated fat, salt, or alcohol can all stress the heart overnight, especially when combined with inactivity and poor sleep. What to do? Keep your blood pressure and cholesterol in check. Avoid heavy or fatty meals before bed. Get regular heart screenings even if you feel fine. And most importantly, listen to your body. Your heart is speaking. Don't ignore its whispers. Cause 4. Nighttime stroke. Did you know strokes are more likely to occur in the early morning hours? That's because blood pressure tends to spike before dawn, especially if your body is under stress, from salty foods, dehydration, or poor quality sleep. A stroke during sleep is especially dangerous because you're unaware it's happening. You may wake up with slurred speech, weakness, or not wake up at all. What to do? Control your salt intake. Stay hydrated. Avoid sleeping flat if you have GERD or poor circulation. Manage stress before bedtime. Deep breathing or prayer can help. Remember, your brain needs calm, not chaos, to heal overnight. Cause number 5. Medication. Mismanagement. One of the most overlooked causes of nighttime emergencies is the wrong mix of medications. Taking the wrong dose, skipping a pill, or combining two meds that interact negatively, especially with alcohol or energy drinks, can lead to irregular heartbeat, sudden drop in blood pressure, confusion, or worse, fatal heart events. Many seniors take 5 or more medications daily. It's easy to make a mistake. What to do? Use a weekly pill organizer. Double-check your bedtime meds with your pharmacist. Avoid alcohol, diet pills, or unknown supplements before bed. Keep a list of all your meds and share it with your doctor regularly. Your medication should serve you, not surprise you. Most of these causes are preventable. Most of them are linked, directly or indirectly, to our daily habits, especially what we eat and drink before we rest. Your body is incredibly intelligent, but it needs your help. By making wiser food choices, managing medications, and paying attention to the signs, you can dramatically reduce your risk of sudden events during sleep. This is not about fear. It's about awareness and empowerment. Because you are still writing your story, and we want that story to continue peacefully and powerfully for many more chapters.